Fighting Talk back again, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Cage Warriors featherweight James Hendin ahead of his bout against Araik Margarian on Cage Warriors 146. James, not far out at all now?
Not far out. 2.5 weeks now, mate. Can't wait to go in there and just finally fight, mate. It's been a stressful few months, but we're here. We're ready to rumble, as always. So let's do this.
Look, it has been a tough road for you, of course. You've been matched since the Vucenic loss. Yeah. You were matched against Harilla. You then had to pull out of that. How difficult have them sort of last few months been? What, 18 months or so?
I mean, they've been challenging, but like it's not like I haven't been working, you know. Like I've been in the gym consistently, regardless of injuries or not. Even when I had to pull out of the fight, I've still been. I might not be able to fight due to an injury, but I've still been able to do other things and keep and being able to get in the gym and just get better, you know, and just actually being normal, you know. I haven't been in the house sulking about my injuries. I've been getting in the gym, just been grinding every day, and just doing what I can to be the best martial artist I can be. So, yeah.
Before we look ahead to this and sort of what's went on since, if we do go back to the last time you fought, it was Jordan Vucenic. Yeah. It was a change in opponent in what, 48 hours or something like that.
Yeah. I think it was like 3 days or something, 3 or 4 days.
How crazy of a week was that for you? I mean, fight weeks are stressful enough without all that going on.
Oh, it was insane. It was like a proper mixture of emotions because, like, I believe it was like was it a Tuesday? I think it was like a Tuesday or something like that. I found out that Paul had pulled out, and then they'd asked me to step in. And of course, it's a great opportunity. So yeah, I stepped in on like 3 days' notice or something against a really good opponent. Like, you know, I mean, obviously it didn't go my way, and I'm absolutely gutted about my performance. But they're all just stepping stones, you know. They're all just stepping stones, and I'm heading in that direction. So yeah.
Look, since then as well, you've been out of Thailand, massive popular place. So now go and train, especially for British athletes. Darren Till's out there now, at the minute. What was it like being out there and getting that training in?
Oh, it was insane, mate. It was eye-opening. Like, I think we get just as good training in our own country, like we really do. But the difference was, it was just like experiencing different styles, you know, different going against like really high-level wrestlers, going against really high-level strikers, because Tiger's just like our pure hotbed for all these not just great MMA fighters, but all these other guys that are amazing in their own individual sports also, and like just being around them and then just seeing them train, like learning from them, picking up little bits, training with them, and so on and so forth. It was a great experience. It's like meeting all the different coaches out there, like the different coaches and different coaching styles and different techniques that you learn from each individual coach. Like, yeah, it was just an absolutely amazing trip, like, you know, and I'm definitely going back there. So yeah.
And I mean, your regular training here as well. I've just came in here tonight. You've got round to Milad Hadi, who also features on that card. How nice is it to have so many guys around your weight in the gym fighting at such a high level like yourself?
I mean, yeah, I'm very blessed to have such a great team behind me and great training partners also, you know, pushing me every day in the gym, and hopefully I'm pushing them too, you know. Yeah, it's just I feel very spoilt for having Fisher as a coach, for one. I feel like he's an amazing coach, and he like wears his heart on his sleeve when it comes to like bending over backwards for people, you know, always going in the gym, and just, you know, just being a great person, you know. So I feel very blessed to have him as a coach, and the people around me as a team. Like, we're a team, but we're also like we've got that like very close bond, like a family bond as well, you know. And we're only growing as a team and getting better. So yeah. If
we do look forward then to Cage Warriors 146, what do you know about Araik? Have you seen much on him? I know there's sort of quite a difference in experience between you. What do you make of him as a mixed martial artist?
Yeah, he's just very he's very game from what I've seen. Like, he's just very wild. Like he just throws heat, mate. Do you know what I mean? He throws heat. Like, I think he's like the sort of guy that is like live by the sword, die by the sword sort of dude. You know, he's gonna come in there, he's gonna try and take your head clean off. You know, so, and as far as it goes, like in terms of experience, like he might be very experienced in like MMA due to like the amount of fights he's had, but like I'm also very experienced too. You know, like I'm a very experienced martial artist myself. I've been doing this I've been doing it a long time now. So yeah, like I'm looking forward to going in there and just putting my skills up against his, you know, and let's see who comes out the best man.
Was it a bit of a surprise, I guess, for you when this name got put forward? It's a hotbed in the minute, the 145-pound division. Yeah. Maybe not a name you were expecting?
Yeah, definitely not a name I was expecting. Like, I mean, no disrespect to my opponent, like, but I didn't really know who the guy was. But listen, at the end of the day, that's not my job to go out there and look for these fights. Like, it's Cage Warriors' job to get me these fights, you know what I mean, and see, and then if that's if that's the only person they're gonna offer me, then it's the only one I can take, you know, at the end of the day. Like, so I mean, not like I say, no disrespect to him, but I didn't know who he was. But when I looked at his record, obviously he's very experienced. So I mean, at the end, he's just another name at the end of the day, mate. Anyone can go in there on the day and knock someone out. So yeah,
I think for me, Ian Dean's one of the best matchmakers in the country, and it was something that I thought was quite interesting when you were originally signed to fight Harila.
Yeah.
He come out straight away and said, James Hendin is the only person that'll accept this fight against us. Do you maybe wonder if that's a case similar for yourself, and that's why Ian's had to look slightly further afield?
Possibly so. Possibly so. Like, I don't know what goes in these guys' heads. Like, and to be honest, I couldn't really care, mate. Like, at the end of the day, like, I just want to focus on number one. That's me getting better. And like I said, I can only take the people out who they put in front of me. And if none of these other guys want to fight, then what am I meant to do about it? You know, I can't do anything about it. They give me this dude, and I've got to take this dude out and then move on to the next dude. That's all I'm focused on at the moment. I'm focused on this guy, the guys in front of me, and taking this guy out, and that's it.
I mean, we'll look at the 145-pound division. I've just mentioned it there, but Shark Tank of art.
Yeah, of course. In my opinion, it's the most stacked division in Cage Warriors by far. Like, I mean, not saying the other divisions aren't great, because there's definitely talent in every division in Cage Warriors, as it's like the best. It's the best promotion in Europe. But I feel like the featherweight division is probably the deepest division in Cage Warriors by far. Like, definitely.
As well as training full time as well, I know you're coaching now as well, taking some classes here, and also at McNaldo Martial Arts as well. What have you found his coaching added to your game as a fighter?
So what has coaching added to my game as a fighter? Maybe just like actually breaking down certain techniques. Like, breaking down techniques and like going and understanding like the fundamentals of each individual technique, rather than just being shown a technique and just doing the technique for the sake of doing a technique, but actually breaking it down individually and looking at the technique from every single aspect. Not just, right, okay, say for instance, if we're looking at an armbar, right, okay, let's get to the armbar position and let's put the submission on, and that's it. No, like, we're looking at like the mechanics of the submission, like why does the submission work, like get into the position. So like just all these like little individual parts of like martial arts that like I feel like are massively overlooked. I'm kind of just like dissecting each individual aspect of the actual like at the actual art now, like. And that's what I think the biggest thing that I've taken away from coaching, like, for sure. Like, it's just taking like one step at a time and taking a little back step and like individually breaking down each individual step of a technique or whatever it may be, you know.
Look, we've spoke about Araik, so now let's focus on you. Yep. How do you see yourself has progressed or grown since your last time out?
Look, I always see myself getting better in the gym, you know. Like, I'm a perfectionist at the end of the day, you know. Like, I'm always working to get better, like whether that's in the striking, grappling department. It could be any department. I'm always looking to get better, mate. Like I say, I'm a perfectionist at the end of the day, so I'm always getting better, you know, always. And that's like taking myself out of my comfort zone more, like doing more rounds, doing more like Shark Tank rounds, more freshman rounds, not just in terms of MMA rounds, but like bad position rounds when it comes to grappling. Just starting in like just making my life hell, like in the gym, you know, and just working out bad positions and yeah, like just things like that. I mean, in terms of like being in camp now, that's the sort of stuff that I've been doing now, like to make me elevate my game. So yeah.
Finally then, what can fight fans expect for you come Cage Warriors 146, and can I get a prediction off you?
Yeah, of course. I'm always coming in there. I'm coming in there to get a big finish, mate. That's exactly what it is. I come in there every time to get a finish, and I'm looking to take his head clean home with me. So, no disrespect to the dude. I know he's going to turn up and he's going to try and take my head clean off, but I'm going to get there first. So, let's do it.
Perfect. James, thank you very much for your time, mate. Thanks.